Hi viewers, welcome to our channel. This is Kishore Palavarsa. Please subscribe our channel. Till now, anyone not subscribed? Okay, I need your encouragement also. I need your support also. Okay, so let's now. Today we are going to discussing about problems on star to delta and delta to star transformation. Okay, in the previous session already we are learning there are different types of formula shortcut methods as well as formulas for the both star to delta as well as delta to star connected networks. Okay, so from that we have to represent it we solve the different types of problems now today. Okay, if you have any doubt, please go through our channel in the previous session video class, then only you can clearly understood. Okay, so now let's problems doing on star to delta transformation. Okay, so this is the basically problem will be given like this for the star to delta to transformation here. So basically, okay, this is like a Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so in this bridge circuit, find the effective resistance between P to Q. P in Q matra effective resistance అనేది find out చేయమన్నారు. At the same time, find the current supplied by a 10 volts battery which can be connected to the PQ network, which is connected to the PQ నెట్వర్క్. అంటే ఈ PQ నెట్వర్క్ మధ్య మనకి ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఎలా చేసాం, 10 volts బ్యాటరీ కనెక్ట్ అయితే అప్పుడు మనకి సో టోటల్ కరెంట్ మనం ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయమని ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయమని చెప్పారు ఇక్కడ. అంతే కదండి, ఫైండ్ ద టోటల్ కరెంట్ సప్లైడ్ బై 10 volts బ్యాటరీ విచ్ ఈస్ కనెక్టెడ్ టు ద పీకుని కీకి మాత్రం ఎప్పుడైతే 10 volts బ్యాటరీ కనెక్ట్ అయిందో ఆ టైంలో మనకి సో టోటల్ కరెంట్ అనేది మనకి ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, సో లెట్ us start now here. So the solution is from the above problem is basically, so this is, if you observe this total circuit diagram, you can clearly understood all are like a delta connected network here. All are delta connected systems like this. All are like delta connected systems like this. Okay, all are delta connected. All are, this is one of the delta and this is the one delta. All are delta connected. Okay, so this is not finding easily. So that's why, so this star delta connected network can be converted into the star network. If you want to convert the delta connected network to star, okay, then only we can easily find out all those solutions. Okay, so here first of all coming for the either here two delta connected systems is there. If any system in this both two, if you want to convert anyone in the particular delta connected network, you can easily solve all those remaining problem. Okay, all those remaining problem. Whereas we have to convert either this delta connector, this delta connector. So simply for the simplification purpose, we have to connect to this delta connected network into the star connected network. This delta connected network which is connected to the star connected network. Okay, let us we have to consider only this delta connected network only. Okay, so let us coming for the here. So this delta connected network converted to the star. So how can we convert it into the star here? So basically the star representation already know that like this. This is the star representation. Already know that this is like a R1 and this is like a R2 and this is like a R3. Okay, all those representation already we are learning in the previous session classes. If you have any doubt, please go through our channel daily. Okay, and also R1 and R2, R3. Okay, here coming for the R1 resistance, how can we find out here? So means here we are converting to the delta transformation into star conversion. Okay, here we have to convert from delta transformation into star conversion, then only you can easily find out the solution. Okay, here how can we find out the R1? Here R1 is generally basically we have to convert here R1 and R2 and R3, all those which is coming for the star network, all those which is coming for the star conversion system or star network. Okay, so R1 is equal to, how can we find out? Opposite wall into adjacent wall. Okay, opposite wall into adjacent wall by all values of delta connected network, that is given as R1 here. Okay, therefore R1 is equal to 2 into 5 by, okay, 2 plus 3 plus 5. This is the value of R1. This is the value of R1. And also if you want to go for the R2, here R2 is given as basically opposite wall into adjacent wall. So means 2 into 3 by 2 plus 3 plus 5. This is the value of R2. Okay, and also coming for the R3 value, okay, R3 is given as 3 into 5 by opposite wall to adjacent wall. Okay, here R3 is equal to 3 into 5. So 3 into 5 by, okay, 2 plus 3 plus 5. 2 plus 3 plus 5. This is the value of R1 and R2 and R3 for the star connected network. If you want to find all those this star connected network, then only you can easily find out this solution. So after the conversion of all those things, so generally the final diagram can be represented like this. So this is the star connected network like this. Okay, like this we are connected to the star connected network. So finally the representation will be coming like this. Okay, this is the P and this is the Q. Okay, why? Because this is the P and this is the Q. Okay, why? Because here the total delta converted network can be converted into the star. So that's why we have to eliminate to the both intercept of both 2 ohms as well as 3 ohms as well as 5 ohms. All those eliminated, and finally we can get to the only star values here, R1 and R2, R3. So here we are getting to the R1 and R2, R3 values. So that can be where to keep here. So coming for the R1 resistance, 2 into 5 by 2 plus 3 plus 5, that is given as 2 into 5, 10 by 10. That is value of 1 ohm. That is the value of 1 ohm for the R1 resistance. And also coming for the R2 resistance, so 6 by 10. That is the value here coming to the basically 0.6 ohm. That is the value is given as 0.6 ohms for the R2 resistance. And also if you want to go for the R3 resistance, okay, so 15 by 3 5 is 15 by 10. That is the value is 1.5 ohm. That is the value is 1.5 ohms. So these are the R1 and R2 and R3. Means which are the star connected networks values we are getting here. So these values can be here inserting here. This is the R1 value. This is 1. This is the R2 value. So this is the 0.6. This is R3 value 1.5 like this. Why? Because here this is the R1, R2, R3. In this same place we have to keep here. What are the values we are generally getting here? That values also we are keeping here R1, R2 and R3 places, and remaining circuit we have to represent it like this. Okay. Okay. So coming for this area. So this circuit diagram can be further way to represent for the simplification. And here also one thing is there. Here 0.75 ohms also there. 0.75 ohms also there. So which is connected in series also there. Which is connected in series also. That is like a 0.75 ohms. 0.75 ohms here. Okay. So this is between the P2P like this. Okay. And also so coming for that representation can be we have to simplify like this. This is the 0.75. And also 1 ohm. Okay, 1 ohm. And also here both 0.6 and 1.5 కి ఏం చేస్తాను ఇక్కడ both 0.6 కుని 1.5 నేను హై టెన్షన్ చేస్తాను. హై టెన్షన్ అంటే ఏంటి? సాగి చేస్తాను. సో సాగి చేసి ఏం చేస్తుందని సింపుల్ గా మనం కనెక్షన్ ఇస్తున్నాం అన్నమాట. కనెక్షన్ ఎలా ఇస్తున్నానంటే ఇక్కడ ఓకే సింపుల్లీ if I want to do the high tension to the both 0.6 and 1.5, then we can get to the simply like this. Okay, so this is like a 0.6 ohms and this is like a 1.5 ohms like this. Okay, so దీని ఏం లేదండి ఇలా జస్ట్ నేను సాగి తీసాను, హై టెన్షన్ చేశాను. సో చేస్తే సో హై టెన్షన్ చేసి ఏం చేస్తాం, 0.6 ఈ పక్క వస్తుంది, 1.5 అని మనకి ఈ సైడ్ వస్తుంది అనమాట. నెక్స్ట్ ఫర్దర్గా ఏమంటే మనకి దానికి సిరీస్లో మనకి 0.4 ఒకటి ఉంది, 1.5 ఒకటి ఉంది. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ అవే ఉన్నాయి కదండి, ఈ డెల్టా కరెంట్ నెట్వర్క్ ఇలా మనం కన్వర్ట్ చేసాం స్టార్ని. సో స్టార్ కింద మార్చి R1 వాల్యూ, R2 వాల్యూ, R3 వాల్యూ ఇక్కడ వచ్చాయి మనకి. సో ఫర్దర్గా దాని సిరీస్లో మనకి 0.4 ఉన్నాయి, 1.5 ఉన్నాయి. సో అవి అలాగే కనెక్ట్ చేస్తాను అనమాట. ఓకే, ఆ వాల్యూస్ నేను వేస్తాను. సో ఈ వాల్యూస్ కూడా ఏం చేస్తాను అంటే యాక్చువల్గా నేను హై టెన్షన్ చేస్తాను. బోత్ 0.4 కొన్ని 1.5 కొన్ని. ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ డూ ద హై టెన్షన్ చేస్తే ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి యాక్చువల్గా అగైన్ 0.4 ohms which is 0.4 ohms and also which is 1.5 ohms అవుతుంది. ఓకేనండి, అంతే కదా. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద టోటల్ కన్వర్షన్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ above total diagram representation. Okay, so this is the representation for that. So if you observe this total representation, you can clearly understood here both 0.6 ohms and 0.4 ohms which is connected in series, as well as 1.5 and 1.5 ohms which is connected in series. We have to simplify all those total diagram. So further we have to get into the like this. So 0.75 ohms, 0.75 ohms we have to do like this here according to from this. Okay, and also again in series with 1 ohm resistance is there. Okay, and also here both 0.6 and 0.4 that is given as 1 ohm. That is given as 1 ohm. Why? Because both are which is connected in series. ఇక్కడ కూడా మనకి 1.5 1.5 రెండు సిరీస్. సో మనకి ఏం వస్తాయి ఫైనల్ మనకి 3 ohm వస్తుంది. మనకి ఫైనల్ మనకి 3 ohm వస్తుంది. ఓకే, సో which is coming like this. This is a P in Q. This is the total entire resistance between P to Q. So we have to represent it like this. We have to represent it like this. Okay, and also okay here both 3 ohms as well as 1 ohms which is also connected in parallel, which is also connected in parallel. So from that we have to simply do like represented like this here. So total 0.75 ohms, and also which is connected to 1 ohm, and 3 into 1 by 3 plus 1. So this is the, we will get into the total resistance 3 into 1 by 3 plus 1 resistance like this. This is the between the P and Q. This is the total resistance between P and Q. Okay, 3 into 1 by 3 plus 1 means so 3 by 4. So here we are getting 3 by 4. Okay, so from this observe this total entire diagram between the P to Q, both 0.75 as well as 1 ohm as well as 3 by 4 which is connected in series, Why? Because all resistance which is connected in series. So from that we have to add into the all those resistance, all those resistance we have to add in here between the P2 and Q. So finally we can get to the one single equivalent resistance. Okay, here the total, if you want to add the total all those resistance between P to Q, that is like 0.75 plus 1 ohm plus 3 by 4. Okay, this is the all resistance between the P and Q. Then we can get to the 2.5 ohms. Okay, this is the total resistance which is existing between the P and Q terminal. So what we are getting final value? 2.5 ohms. Okay, so this is the total value. Okay, here we are finding the total resistance from the according to the given question. And also one thing is asking here also. Okay, here find the total current supplied by a 10 volts battery. Whenever 10 volt supply will be given to the entire bridge circuit, then what is the total current will be existing? He is asking from the question. Okay, so then we can find out the according to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. According to Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R. Okay, here we are finding the current only. That's why we are putting the formula like this. So according to this, I is equal to, what is the total voltage here? Here total voltage is given as, here between the P and Q given as 10 volts supply. Between the P and Q, basically we are given to the 10 volts supply. So that's why we are giving 10 volts. So because here from the given 10 volts. So what is the total resistance? What is the total equivalent resistance from the bridge circuit? That is given as 2.5. That is given as 2.5 ohms. So finally we can get to the total current which is delivered to the entire bridge circuit. What I is equal to. So this is the final answer for the total current finding between the P and Q. Okay. So this is the today our class subscribers. If you have any doubt, please put on the comment. I will give you reply each and every questions. Okay. If you have any doubt, please ask me. And also I need your support and also I need your encouragement. Thank you one and all. Thank you.